bonuses of brand affiliates. But now it does because it's just L1 SB.
That answers my question.
Yeah.
Thank
Question: Is paid the BA or do you need to be BR?
This payment is VA.
BA.
What was the question then?
To do L1, L2, do you need to be a VA or a VR? VA. Yes.
Okay. What's the question? Okay, so
Nothing's changed. You can go into sell. Actually, when you go on, it looks a lot different when you've been on. It's a little bit different when you go
Yeah,
on.
it's different now.
It's good. It's a lot of information.
and then bonuses will initiate on the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd of each month. Okay, thank you guys. That's my part, and I'll hand it over now to Adeline.
So many things to learn. Don't go back to school. I left school 30 something years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so thanks, Linda. So we're gonna go ahead with the second part of the deal, becoming a brand rep, which you can earn not only from selling bonus, retailing bonus, but also you're gonna be earning the build bonus. I think this is what Vale was about talking about the GSV, group sales volume. Okay. So I'm gonna go through how do you become a brand rep? What does it mean by groups? What is a group sales volume, commissioner volume, and all that that deals with the brand representatives, BRs. So the next one, it's going to be becoming a brand reps. You have group sales volume, and what does it mean? So basically, anyone that is sitting on your group, okay, in your group, anyone that purchase products and everything, it becomes your group, okay, and that's called group sales volume that you're gonna get. Are we all good with that?
Yes.
Group sales volume. Okay. Qualification. Okay, so I'm gonna go through backtrack again. So this is you becoming a brand reps. Anybody that's L1 volume, refresh what Linda was telling you. Anyone that's sitting on your L1, retail customers, members, brand affiliates, if they purchase anything, it becomes your L1 volume. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, clear? Okay, what does it mean by level 2 of your group and beyond? So, and that's you on the top. We understood that what are the volume that's coming from L1. So L2 is those people that brand affiliate, whoever their members, their retail customer brand affiliates, that's your L2. And if you got beyond that, beyond the L2, L3, L4, L5, it could be L10, it could be, okay? Those, anyone that purchase products with brand affiliate, retail customers and members, they all becomes your group sales volume. And that's huge. Are we good? Any question? Okay. So that's what I was saying, that anyone that's kind of like, beyond L1, L2, anyone that's in your circle group becomes your group sales volume. So how do we become a brand reps? There's two options becoming a brand reps. Number one, you can do it in 1 month, as fast as weekly 1 month. What you need to achieve though, if you want to become a brand reps in 1 month, you need to have a total of 2,000 group sales volume. Out of that 2,000, you need to have 500 sales volume coming from your L1. That's 1 month. 2 months option is you can do it over the 2 months, but you need to have each month, right, consecutively. So you got to do it 2 months in a row. And then first month, you got to have 1,000 minimum on the group sales volume. And out of that 1,250 has to come from your L1. And you got to repeat the same on the following month. Minimum is 1,000. Of course, you can do more, like 1,200 if you want to and everything. But minimum is 1,000. So 2 months options. So 2 ways of becoming a brand rep. It's 2 options. Yes.
In sequence.
Consecutive.
So when you have the 2,000 GSV, does that 500 automatically applies, or that has to be accumulated?
Say that again, 2,000. So you're gonna have 2,000,
Yeah.
right? Group
So the-
sales volume.
Yeah. So it says that 500, which must be level 1 SV.
Yes.
Does that automatically applies from the 2,000 GSV?
Yes. So if you have 500 from your L1,
Mm-hmm.
it automatically goes to your group sales volume.
Okay, so that can be coming out from the 2,000
Yes.
GSV. Oh, okay.
So 500. So you got to do a total of 2,000, right? So out of that 2,000, 500 of that 2,000 has to come from your level 1.
Okay. That's it.
And we had a comment in the Zoom call. For questions, if you can raise your hand, I'll pass you the mic so that the guys on the Zoom call can hear the question and the answer. Is it cool?
So it's still the same. We don't, as a brand affiliate or as a brand affiliate or BA or brand rep, we don't still order in our own name, always on level 1. Is that right? That's the change that we have done before, prior to this change. I'm just confirming if it's still the same, that we don't put orders on our own orders.
So are you referring to brand reps, or are you talking
Brand rep and BA.
Okay, so brand reps now, you basically just need to have 2,000, and you don't need to have personal, you don't need to have DCSB. Yeah, but of course you want to earn the sale bonus, right?
Yeah.
So it has to come from level 1.
For BA.
Yeah.
This is
From-
level 1.
Okay? So there's 2 ways.
Yeah, level 1.
Pretty much,
Yes.
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 Yes. So the qualification remains exactly the same as what you were familiar with the last SPP, but instead of DCSV, you go to level 1. It's the same process. Okay? Okay, are we good with that, right? Yeah. Okay, so once you complete your qualifications, then you can start earning building bonus. Okay? And then the building bonus, the way that it's calculated, it's based on the commissioner sales volume as well. Okay, so as a brand reps, how do you earn building bonus? So obviously you're gonna be earning sale bonus, retailing bonus, right? This is an extra bonus that you're gonna earn once you become a brand reps. So we all know that to maintain as a brand rep, you gotta have minimum of 2,000 group sales volume, right? So the way that it's calculated on the build bonus is, I'm gonna skip this one first. So the new build bonus, right, is going to be paid by blocks. So 1 block equals to 500 points. Always remember that. 1 block equals to 500 points. So if we say minimum maintenance of BR is 2,000, right? How many blocks are there? 4, right? Okay. So how do we get paid? So the way that we get paid is first block, that means it's first 500 points, right? You get paid on 5%. first and second blocks. So when you, let's say if you only do 1,000, so you're only gonna get paid 5% on that 1,000, meaning it's 2 blocks. So if you got more than 1,500, the third block, so first two you get paid on 5%. The third block you're gonna get paid on 10%. And then the fourth and fifth block you're gonna get paid on 15%. 6th block up to the 9th block, that means that as soon as you reach 3,000 group sales volume, from there onwards, you're gonna get each block, each 500 points, right? You're gonna get paid on 20%. And then beyond that 10 block, that means it's 5,000 and above, right? You're gonna have 25% on each block from after.
Is it, sorry, is it GSV?
GSV, this is huge. That's why you need to encourage all your downline to become a BR. To become a BR is actually a key. More than a key in our business, and you can start doing all these qualifications of, earning all the incentives and everything.
I just wanna ask, so it's 25%, that's the max that we can.
25%.
But we used to have like a bonus before, that's gone, like up to 4%.
Yeah, so that was back in the days of 25% is the maximum.
Which bonus is that?
40%. So in the
Oh,
velocity.
velocity. Come on, man. That's when dinosaur used to live. Come on.
I thought we're going back to velocity, that's why I asked the question.
Yeah, very much like velocity.
But it's hybrid.
It's a hybrid of velocity.
Yeah, but 25% is a huge amount.
Yeah.
Michaela.
Remember, if I can also just quickly add.
Yeah.
I'll get an headline. You know, before, this is a balancing act. Right?
Okay.
The company pays out the same percentage. Do you understand that? So when $100 worth of products is sold, company right now is paying something like $40, $45 back to the distributors, right? We used to do that under velocity. We do that now. It is the same. How that commission gets cut up is a balancing act. So a year ago, when we launched the sales performance plan, we've put a lot on the front end, on the selling bonus and the referring bonus, and reduced the building bonus. Remember that? It's the same amount, but we put a lot on the front. And when we did that, to be frank with you, a lot of our leaders said, guys, I think there's a bit too much on the front. You've taken too much out of the build. And the company said that you're probably right. It could be right based on our numbers. We're going to go with the front end. That's why the selling bonus and referring bonus was really attractive. But again, our leaders were right. It was too front heavy. For very good reasons, the company did that. And there's a lot of leaders who built huge businesses and made a lot of money because of the front end, right? There's no nothing's bad at Nu Skin, but it's a balancing act. So a year on from the last change, what we've realized now is we need to put more in build, right? But we don't want to go all the way to 40 because then we have to take so much out of the front. That's why I'm saying it's a balancing exercise. So a year ago we put too much at the front. Now it's balanced much better. That comes down a little bit, but the building bonus go up to 25%, much more than 10. You know what I mean? But the company's still paying the same.
This is group anyway, right?
Yes,
This is
that's
group.
right.
Doing a roll-ups and things like that.
That's
Like
right.
Adeline said, you can go to level 100 with this. I could sponsor you, you sponsor everybody sponsors so many people. There's only level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you.
Thank you.
And don't forget though, Michaela, you're still gonna earn level 1, level 2 bonus, remember, on top of the building bonus. And you want to have that as much volume as possible from your customers as well. Okay?
Can I ask you when the cover of 500? One block is 500.
500 sales volume.
Yeah. Is this impact when someone like the commission, the block is like completely with second week or third week, or should be the commission more is the first week?
Okay, so as soon as you achieve 500 points, one block in the full block, then we'll start paying you weekly. So build bonus is gonna get paid on weekly now.
No,
Yes. Yes, weekly.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. Like before, like when back to Velocity Day weekly.
That's
Cool?
the good part about velocity.
Yeah.
It was 15 years ago.
So for the newbies, I would encourage you just to get use of the terminology blocks. One block equals to 500 points. Just for the new people, okay? 500 points. Okay, so what does it mean by incomplete building blocks? So what that means is, right, as a BR, the minimum maintenance is 2,000, right? So let's say if you've done 2,200, okay, we're gonna pay you that 200 extra, like 2,000 obviously we pay you, right? So 200 we also pay you. Okay, so that's how it is. You don't need to do,
Even the not under
you
the
done,
500
you,
pound?
yeah. But however, if you are under 2,000, we will not pay you that block. So for instance,
I
if
better
you
check
got
my Stella.
1,700, let's say if you only got 1,700, right? You will need to use flex block,
Yeah.
right? But the 200, we're not gonna pay you. We're only gonna pay you 3 blocks.
Oh,
Okay, got it? So the strategy is you always want to make it into a full block.
Everybody's gonna do 3,000 a month
Yeah.
here anyway.
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah, but we earn the money.
So that's just recapping, telling you one block equals to 500, sales volume, and 4 blocks equal to each one. Okay, so just for the newbies to get used of it. Okay, flex block. So remember we talked about qualification for BR. Okay, once you become a BR, then you will get what we call a flex blocks given to you. Flex block basically just, it's kind of like for you to use it on your rainy days. Like for some month you might be having some, I don't know, some personal issues or something. Then if you doesn't, then we use that flex block, you borrow that flex block, right? To maintain your BR status. Okay, so that's what it's meaning. So as soon as you become a BR, you get given 6 flex block. Basically, first month you get 3, second month you get 2, and 1. 3, 2, 1 blocks given to you. And the maximum that you can save or have the flex block is 6 blocks. And then that's what you have. So if you use up the flex block, let's say for some reason you use up the flex block, you only got 2 flex block left, right? And you're still maintaining BR, obviously, right? And then on your anniversary date of your BR date, you get given 3 again. But maximum that you can earn is 6 blocks. And weekly pay for the building bonus. So remember, I will ask you to remember the date, 7, 14, 21st, and last day of the month. Just remember those dates. And if someone becomes, do their volume by the 7th, let's say qualification in 1 month, let's say 2,000 by the 7th, and on the 8th they become a BR, and they can start earning building bonus. Yes.
Are the flex blocks allocated to new BRs first July or
So existing people, whatever that you have, we're gonna carry forward your flex block. But that's all you're gonna. Let's say if you got 10 blocks, so for someone like BR status, right? They never use their flex block. Okay, then you're gonna have that carry forward, but you won't be earning any more than that. you won't be using it anyway for those people that's never used it. And you're solid leaders. That's what we want to see. I think that's it for me. For the bill bonus. Any questions?
We email you.
Okay. No worries. Thank you. Let's welcome Caroline on the lead bonus.
So what Ed and I was talking about before is all about the group, okay? So now we're talking about leading bonus. Leading bonus is to do with teams, okay? So we cover team, generations, leadership teams, and also the sales volume, title, and leading bonus. Okay, so New Skin is a leadership team company. So to grow your business, okay, you need to help your BA from the group to become a BR. So what Adam was talking about, and also the L1, L2 is all in your group, which is what happened on the top, right? So this one used to be a BA in your group, right? But to grow your business, so you help this BA to become BR. And once they become a BR, is what we call a breakaway. Once they break away, they leave the group and join your team. So you clear about it? This is group and team. Okay. So and the team sales volume is very clear here. Is the BR and also their group. So this is the BR and also their whole group is become the team sales volume. And what is so when it's in group, we talk about level 1, level 2. But when it's in team, we talk about generations. So if I sponsor, okay, say Adeline. So Adeline is a BR, I'm become Grow, okay? So Adeline is my first generation. If Adeline sponsor Linda, Linda is a BR as well, then it's a generation 2. So it's before in the group is L1, L2. Now in the team is G1 and G2 and so on. Okay. Then okay, so then we're talking about the leadership team. Okay. So the leadership team say I have 4 G1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The middle person is let's explain the leadership team sales volume. Okay. So say it's me. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 G1. So the G1 together with their group is become the leadership team sales volume. So in here I have 4 G1 and I have 4 leadership team sales volume. And I will explain to you later why we need to know the leadership team sales volume because that will determine your pin title. So please say, okay, the leadership team volume is the sum of the all sales volume from a given leadership team. So I have 4 leadership team, I have 4 leadership team sales volume. Okay, so as I say, Adeline already told you how can you become a BR. Okay, that's the beginning of it. So once you help one of your BA to become a BR, then you got the goal. So with the goal, that means you have 1 and G1. Okay, then from that you want to grow your business. You have 2 BR, you become a Lattice. Then you have another one, and one is actually doing 5,000. Then you will become a Ruby, and then you have another one. But one of the leadership team sales volume is 10,000. That's what we say, leadership team. If you have 4 BR, one of the BR doing leadership team sales volume is 10K, then you become an Emerald. And if you have 5 BR, and then one of them is doing 10K leadership team sales bonus, one is doing 20K leadership team sales bonus, then you become a diamond. And same for blue diamond, which is one of the highest title. Is if you have 6 BR one is doing 10, 20, 30. Okay, 20, 30, yes, is the, I'm thinking of the, yeah, then, yeah. So that's how you get your, increase your pin title. So it's from Bia, Gold, Lapis, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, and Blue Diamond. And that's once you have a kind of goal. So once you have BR underneath you, you can start earning leading bonus. So the leading bonus is actually 2.5%. If you're doing less than 4, and if you do 6 building block, then you will earn 5% on the CSV.
6 building blocks.
Yeah, so it's 2000 and
Oh, can I?
Yep.
Can I draw this, guys? I wanna, because I sometimes look at this, right? And I wonder if, especially the newer guys, after looking at like 25% building bonus and things, and start seeing 5% leading bonus and things, what's going on here, right? I want to draw you something. So imagine Caroline. I'm gonna give her a circle. This is Caroline, right? Dots are her customers, right? Members and customers. And then I'm gonna go cross SBA, right? So that's level 1. Does that make sense? And then these guys have X's and dots. And I know people in this room, in their group, right? They have 200, 500 people. You know how that happens? Recruit somebody, they recruit somebody, and you can have like level. I'm going to show you why I'm drawing this way. You can have 200, 300, 5,000 people in your group that counts towards your GSV, right? Then you get your building bonus on. Is that okay, or is that okay? You get it? So imagine, this is Caroline's group. She is only one generation for, let's say, SETI. Here's SETI. There could be 100 levels in Caroline's group, but it counts as one generation for SETI. Does that make sense? And then SETI, like in examples that Caroline's been talking about, only needs, say, 6, right? Circle groups. And inside the groups, there's tens of thousands of GSV. You can go up to way more than 10,000. But let's use 10,000 because it's easy calculation. 10,000 equals, in normal cases, about 15,000 CSV. Remember, CSV is more than the GSV. So if you have people like Caroline and people like leaders in this room, you've got big groups that count towards one generation. So this is SETI's one generation. All of it, we're talking 5% of the CSV, the higher number. Does that make sense? Because I don't want, especially the newer guys, to look at what's on the slide and think 5% sounds pretty small. Yes, it's a smaller slice of a much bigger pie. You know what I mean? Like your group, 25% of your group is great, but it's your group, one group, your own group, right? That's why building bonus starts to be the income that can start to replace your job, full-time job as an example.
That'd be nice.
But then the leading bonus is the one that gets paid, like for the top leaders, in most cases, is more than 95% of their commission, big commissions, come out of the leading bonus. Why? Smaller 5%, but on huge businesses. Because this is G1, right? Imagine if Caroline had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Just one person out of the 6 people they said he's got. And then these might have 1 or 2, right? And imagine, then you find somebody like Paula here, who recruits everybody. The G3 becomes like unbelievably huge. There might be your third generation might have 100 brand reps. You never know. You know what I mean? And one brand rep, you get yourself your building bonus on. Imagine times that by 100. So I don't know if it's a Wednesday, Thursday thing, but everybody looks lost. I think I'm losing. Okay, that's cool.
I'm overwhelmed.
That's the deal. So building bonus can come from hundreds of people, right? In your group, hundreds of people, your team. Imagine 100 times of that in your organization, or 1,000 times that in organization. There are leaders in the Pacific who have hundreds and probably more than 1,000, hundreds in their organization, just in the Pacific, and have global businesses. You see what I'm getting at? Yeah. So the 5%, it only sounds small, but as it continues to build, as you recruit people like, imagine if you had Milena in your organization as an example, right? All of a sudden, boom, you get a lot of brand reps. Then you get all that volume, LTSV that Caroline's talking about, 5% across the depth. And in one generation, there could be hundreds of levels in one generation. You times that by the width and the depth of 6 generations, you're talking tens of thousands of people. And I'm sure some leaders, I haven't counted them, some leaders who are Pacific leaders may have more than 100,000 people in the organization. You know what I mean? Because it gets so big. Thank you. I just wanted to show you that. Thank you.
I think that's what a lot of top leaders say, that the majority of their bonus are actually from this leading bonus. So if this looks fantastic to you, I'm going to show you the next page. Oh, okay. So using Paul's example, so yeah, if I'm Caroline, okay, I'm on this lady, okay. So Sadie's personally sponsored. Okay, so I'm the generation 1, G1. So I get 5% on the CSV. But if I'm Sadie's personally registered, this is not 5%. This now gets to, I give you the red color. 10%. Look at this. This is, as Paul said, if hundreds and thousands of people double that, it is a huge incentive. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
It's a wow for me every time.
I think it's a wonderful day. That every next page is wow than the previous page. Yes. Oh, another one.
Oh, sorry.
Is there extra 5% just in the G1 for representative?
Is on the G1 only, but it also need to be personally sponsored.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 2 things, G1, secondly, personally sponsored. Okay, so that's what we see. If you do just 4 to 5 building block, if you are gold, then it's 2.5% on your G1. If it's a 6 building block, and that's 5%, and the same thing for the rest of the pin title. And if it's personally sponsored, then it will be 10% on your personally sponsored G1. So that's what we use this example to say. Yeah.
Caroline, can you
Yes.
say that they have to be 3,000 minimum in order to get that 10% and 5%?
That's here, right? The complete 6 building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So if
2,000.
it's 4 to 5, they only get 2.5. Yeah. And then if only 6 building block on the above, yes, 3,000, which is 3,000, then you will get the 5% and also extra 5% on the personally sponsored G1. Okay, so this is a little bit of summary of everything. Okay, so it's what Linda talked about. The retail bonus is about roughly about 20% and more, and then the L1 and L2 bonus. So this is very important. L1 is 5% if you do less than 500 on the SE, and you only unblock the L2 if you do more than 500 SE on the L1. Okay, volume. And then you will get 77.5% on L1, L2, and then if it's 1,000 SD on L1, you will get 10%, and then 2,005 on 12.5, and then 5,000 on SD for the 15%. And then the building bonus, Ellen already covered it, is based on the block, different block have different percentage. And then I cover the leading bonus, and that's what we say is either the G1 2.5 to 10%, and then if you got to G1, G2, then you will have 2.5 to 10 on the G1, and then 2.5 to 5 to on the G2, and same thing for the rest of the peak title.
Unbelievable.
So the
Can we
leading-
have a hard copy of that summary
Hard copy. The soft copy is on the asset
in
library.
the
Yeah.
library?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard copy. We want to print it for us. We can print it.
Okay, so with the payment, the leading bonus is monthly pay on the 8th. So usually it's on the following month. So you've done everything this month. Say in July, then you will receive it on the 8th next month, following month. Okay, so I think Linda already said the retail profit is calculated daily, and then L1 is calculated daily on 5%, but throughout weekly, if you achieve 7.5 or higher, these people understand, right? Yeah, if first month you do the amount is only 5%, then you get 5%, calculate daily. But then on next month you do higher volume, you're supposed to get 7.5%. They will chew out the first month's sales volume to the 7.5. And although they calculate daily on 5%, but the actual payment is on the weekly. We get rid of the daily payment. The same thing, L2 is weekly and also chew out if you achieve 10% or higher. Building bonus is weekly now. Leading bonus is monthly on the 8th on the following month. And also the extra 5% leading on the personally registered G1 is also calculated on monthly. I think that's all from me. Any
Are you
questions?
okay to keep going? Because the questions come. I can do it, but because there's lots of questions sometimes.
Oh, let me see what's that. Thanks.
Oh, let me go. Thank you. Okay, I'll have to ignore the questions from Zoom for a little bit unless somebody else can answer them.
No, I don't have a question. I just have like, it would be good if, let's say, there's like a simulation. There's like like an example of if this is like this, if this is like this, so that we can see the potential incomes. Like, I'm not saying you do it now, because when I was like a new executive before, brand rep before 27 years ago, and I wanted to make this much money, that actually I can't like sometimes understand, 5%, but I wanted
Mm.
to earn $30,000, $50,000.
Yeah.
What do I need to do?
Blue
That's
diamond. Blue diamond.
Yes.
Because we have a thing called an average compensation payout table or something.
It can be like that. The first is the average brand rep, average gold, average. I'm not saying because sometimes a gold can be earning more, but let's do my request because that's how I actually went to from this to this. So just give us a
Little example.
sample.
Yeah, I think so.
Percentage money.
So an
Money.
average brand affiliate, I don't know how much they're gonna make. But an exceptional one, you can get to 5,000, 10,000
Yes.
L1 SV.
Yes.
Let me give you a quick calculation. I'm not good with maths, but 10,000 SV in L1, it would be about 15,000 CSV. What's 15% of 15,000? 700. $2,000, is it? 1,500?
625.
600?
25.
Is it? 625 L2, another 625. So about can you run it? 15,000 times 15%.
2,200.
Yeah, it's more 2,000, not 600. I was right. So on the L1, as soon as you sign up,
Could try that.
on the first month, you can make $2,000, $4,000 just in your L1, L2.
Is that on PR?
But this is an exceptional person who gets started real quick. We've had brand affiliates do 10,000 in the first month.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It is possible. Not everybody will do it. Not everybody needs to do it. Then the building bonus, right? 10,000, 25% of 10,000 is, and 10,000 becomes much easier than doing 10,000 L1, right? Because you have so many people. You start accumulating people, recruiting people, sponsoring people. 25% of your GSV is unbelievable. You know what I mean? So if the GSV got past 10,000, if your CSV was 20,000, 10,000, that's $5,000. You know, just on building bonus, and add a little bit of leading, add a little L1. That's what we're talking about. Even before you get to building your leading bonus, you can start to almost replace your income. But leading bonus, like what I think Paula's talking about, we will get the average pay of the pin titles out. It's available on the website somewhere.
It's on the compliance corner.
Yeah.
Under compliance corner, if you get in there, the documents is sitting there.
But before you look at
Compliance.
it, I must let you know that is for me a pretty sad document because it's an
Very
average,
average, yeah.
an
It's
average.
not real.
What?
It's not.
Average includes people that are not really doing much, disappointed, and sad about
That's me.
life.
Not too
All
much.
those people.
Yeah.
And the sad document, for me, sad, still has the facts, which is Blue Diamonds make about $50,000 a month, not a year. $50,000 a
It's crazy.
I think Ruby, is around the 6,000 mark or something like that.
Yeah.
A month. And that's the set.
Emerald is 9,000.
Emerald's 9,000, and that's a sad average number. It's still
9,000.
good. So we're saying get to Ruby as quickly as possible. You know what I mean? But we like that idea. So appendix, compensation plan, enhanced sales performance plan, simplified L1 and L2 bonus. How do you guys feel about the L1 and L2 bonus? It's unbelievable, right? It's another little enhancement, but enhancement from the previous plan. Increased building bonus is one of the big enhancements for this. So what we're saying right now is we are encouraging everybody to build their group. You know, like last month, maybe you're building your direct customer sales volume, DCSV. Now we're saying, yes, that's great, continue to do that, but let's build your team. Let's build your group. Get paid building bonus at a higher rate, higher GSV. Recruit more brand affiliates. That's what we're basically saying, right? Because you're going to get paid more generously on your building bonus. 10% leading bonus on personally registered G1. We're saying, yes, sponsor everybody, but help those people become a brand rep. and make sure if you're the person sponsoring the new person, make sure that they're making money. Help them. That's what you get paid for. You know how we said why you get paid and what you get paid for doesn't change, right? That doesn't change. We are here to help people. When it comes to customers, we want to obviously help them achieve their product goals. But there are people who come here with their income goals too. We have to make sure that they achieve their goals. And for that, you get compensated too. This is most unbelievable thing. Flex blocks capped at 6. That is obviously not a great news, but it's not bad news either. It's just news. 6. Huh? You will have heaps of flex blocks, and you would have never used it. And that's the point. The company said why, right?
Yeah, but these are for people.
You don't need 6. If you need more than 6 blocks, and you get more every year, so we're saying flex blocks kept at 6. Restart window extended to 6 months. Right? That is unbelievable. Do you know how many calls we get about? Oh, I forgot. Let's get into it. All right, flex blocks. I think everybody gets it. Do I need to spend more time on this one?
No.
Nah. Weekly promotion. Do you guys get this? It's the same as before, but do you guys get weekly promotion? You don't have to wait until the end of the month. Get it done quicker, then you start earning building bonus. Yes? You don't have to wait. Why wait until the 30th or the 31st? Get it done earlier. As soon as you become, we start paying you building bonus. Sales volume from brand affiliate who has submitted their LOI example, same example, but Jenna over there, Kelsey over there, does the LOI. You get paid as soon as she becomes a BA. She gets paid building, and you start getting paid leading. Easy, right? What we're basically saying, you don't have to wait until the end of the month. Get that, right? Qualification reassignment. As a brand affiliate, if another brand affiliate in your group qualifies, you must have been an LOI in the same month. Yes. So your person becoming a brand rep, you have to get to brand rep together. As you know, this is not a change, because a brand rep will get assigned to the next upline brand rep. So you want to be able to become a brand rep. So for example, you sponsor me, I end up LOIing and I start qualifying. You can qualify. I don't want to say easy, but easy. Because it's in your group sales volume. My volume is in your group sales volume. Basically, do it together, or else I get reassigned to somebody else, like your upline brand rep. But it doesn't happen.
Move up.
Yes.
Do it together, or you're gonna be
Yes.
moving up?
Yes.
It's an ouch.
But it's an ouch. But in practical sense, this does not happen. Everybody qualifies.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Together.
Yes. Anybody experience this here? So it's no hands in the room. This is not something that happens, but we're saying don't let it happen. Yeah. Brand representative reassignment. Do team assignment to brand representative. Yep, that's a thing. Same thing. Restart. This is restart. What we're talking about. Restart is used to reclaim your team if you lose your brand rep status.
6 months.
So I might have, if I had 5 brand reps in my organization, and I got demoted, those 5 get reassigned up, right? I used to have 3 months to come back to get my team back.
Oh, so you can get it back.
Yes. But now I have 6 months to come back. But I want to say 2 things. I shouldn't get demoted and lose my team to begin with, right? And even if I did, I'm not going to take 3 months or 6 months to come back. I'm going to come back straight away. But for those that may need to take the time to come back, they can come back within 6 months. It's cool, huh? And can I also ask you to maintain brand rep right now or last month? Do you guys remember what you had to do? Can we go with?
To maintain BR, you need to do 2,000 points in your GSV. And in that, you need to have like at least 250 points in DSC. Direct selling bonus.
So that is a good change too. And you know how that's changing with the new plan? Yeah. So what I'm saying is it's even easier to maintain, less things to worry about. But if you forget or if somebody in your team forgets, they can use restart to come back. Have you guys got Stella? Everybody on Zoom and in the room got Stella? It's very good. And there was a comment about we need to add CSV into Stella. We'll do that. And right now, like from I guess today or this afternoon, how you see your volume and genealogy is going to change
It's
a little
already
bit.
shown up.
Oh, it's already shown up.
Good, very good.
Is it good?
You're telling, to get this, you get 75, you get this. So you're just focusing on one after the other.
For those of you on Zoom that didn't hear Paula, apparently she's saying it's unbelievable. She said many words, this and
I'm
this.
saying Stella absolutely.
It's too good. Okay, it's too good, guys. It's too good.
And,
All right.
And only those who are BA. Also, the benefit is that if you're not a BA, you're never going to have Stella. That's why the good thing is that you have to, because most people who are actually members, they expect to have Stella. Oh, I'm sorry, as soon as you get to, it's like a privilege not to have Stella.
Yeah, amazing. All right, guys. Last chance for questions. July, as I said, is a milestone. You're gonna watch this thing pay out more in building bonus. What's that gonna do to your organization? It's gonna be unbelievable. There's a question about true up. True up is when you're getting paid at 5%, you get 5%, right? But once you hit 10% or 7.5 or 10 or 15, the difference between the 5 and the 15 is called a true up. So once I've qualified for 15, as soon as I sell, the 5% is calculated daily. But the 10% difference is calculated weekly, and that's what we mean by true up. And Adeline said, "What language is that?" yesterday, and I told her it's English. I think it's American English though. It's not a natural phrase, but that's what it means. True. What? Not chew, not chew. True. True up. True. True up.
True. True. Not
All
true.
right, guys.
GRU.
No more questions? Oh yes.
Yeah, me.
That's one.
I have a question about the building blocks. Like, let's say someone achieved the 3,000 and then he got like 200 more points. What percentage is calculated, or not the percentage, but is that amount of points extra paid?
To the
I
last
guess
block.
under the last percentage.
Yes.
The last
achieved.
block.
Yes. And that's so cool.
Sweet.
Yes.
As you know, like there are a lot of roll up, so that's not including the 10% because in principle you're already working with them as your level 1.
Yes.
So
So the good news is that you get the 5%. And the 5% is already amazing, right? It's already amazing.
not the 5 additional.
The additional 5 is for your personal expense.
So
There's a
now-
special.
Yeah, there's no way or point right now that you have when you meet someone and you're presenting someone and you want to, build that. It doesn't make sense. You need to really sponsor them personally.
Correct. And all of their organizations get rolled up as well, right? So yes, you get 5%. You don't get the 5% extra, but you get the compression.
Because I have to not personally what
And that's the good thing about our business, because it's multi-level, multi-generation. You end up inheriting a lot of business as well, especially for seasoned leaders like Paula. Don't you look at that as a positive. Don't look at that as I wish I could be getting another 5. You know what I mean? Like you're inheriting all of these businesses. Yes, we already appreciate all of the things that you do to lead your organization beyond your L1 and G1 and really deep in your organization. That's why the 5% leading bonus is there, already generous. The 5% extra is on the person responsible. That's an extra.
Hi. It's really quite overwhelming for me. I've just started just about a couple of months ago, so I haven't been very serious about it. I'm quite analytical. So the question is it possible to get to a leadership position such as Ruby and not making as much income?
Is it possible
Is
to
it
get to
possible?
Ruby and not make money?
Yeah.
Yes. And so the minimum that you could the minimum, if I do a quick calculation, the minimum you would make as a Ruby, what's 5% of 15,000? 750 plus around 15% of 5,000.
That's 1,500. So
1,000.
750 and 750, so 1.
And then L1, L2 on top. So the minimum you'll probably make is 4,000. The worst possible position as a Ruby, it'll be like 3,000, 4,000.
Yeah, I'm just talking in terms of any position. Yeah, but yeah, I get it. It's a personal question. Is it possible to get to a high level of your business and not making as much money? It's just an overwhelming thing for me.
Yeah, it's impossible for us because you look at this, right? Like this is, I don't want to show you this slide when you're already overwhelmed because it's an overwhelming slide. Right? But look at this. In order for you to be Ruby, you need a leadership team and brand reps. If you don't have that, you're not a Ruby.
Absolutely.
But by the time you're Ruby, that's why I said 5% of 15,000 is going to be about 15,000 CSV in your Ruby business, in your organization. That's like 750 whatever dollars a month. And in order for you to be getting that, you're doing 3,000 GSV, which is sitting around here. That's why I asked for 4,500, 15%, because that's going to be your CSV. If you plus that and the minimum L1 that you're going to do from your customers, the lowest amount of commission in my quick calculation for Ruby is like 4,000, 3,000, 4,000. You know what I mean?
You can get the income.
So this
And obviously, as a lower title, you can have qualify for higher percentages, but it's impossible for these guys to not make the money. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
this document, it can be shared publicly.
Please
But
wait your
I'm
turn.
going to really tell, hi Isogenics, look, we have the best sales performance. Come talk to me now.
Yeah. Yes. Now this is all public.
I got a question. I was on the Zoom at the beginning, and if I were, let's pretend I'm very new, I think I would be a little bit confused. And so, as we know, we have lots of new team leaders. So, is there any chance that we can have another example of CSV with any product? Because I know you did it, but yeah, like, it was lots of questions here. And we didn't get about it. I just wanted to use this in the future for my thing.
Absolutely.
And everybody can be clear with the CSV as it's very new for all of us because we were using DSV.
Thank you. So, should we do
Let's say Lumis Spa with, what about the kid with the Lumis Spa and collagen?
Oh, yes. So slow sometimes. You know, I tried the toner, True Face toner for the first time.
You like it?
Yeah. Can we do the toner? It's in front of me.
Okay.
Does it matter? Doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Any.
Yeah.
It's
Because sometimes finding the kit.
well, on the website,
Yes.
when you go into the product, if you're asking what the SB and the CB for each product is,
How we calculate.
it's already here on the website. If you look at the product, it will show for brand BRs, okay? You will find it shows you the SB and it also shows you the CB.
Yeah. Yeah, it shows it. So look at this, right?
You don't have to calculate it.
No, you don't calculate it. But watch this. Toner. Member price 84. SV 42. CSV, sometimes referred to as CV, right? 64.91. So sales volume, right? It's volume of sales. CSV, commissionable sales value. Value of the volume. What's the value? Commissionable value, right? Commission. So if you go to the Philippines as an example, what's the currency? Pesos? Pesos. Because their CSV will be in pesos,
Yes.
it'll be much more. It's like a local currency converter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So for us, 42 SV, 64 CV for this product. So then you look at that and think, okay, if I only sold the toner, if all of my organizations only sold the toner, what's 10,000 divided by 42? Whatever that is. So in my total, let's imagine Pacific only has the toner right now.
238.
Huh?
238.
So 238 units of the toner. Let's just imagine we only have the toner to sell,
238.
right? If me, my brand affiliates, and my brand reps sold 28. So hold on, let me start with my brand affiliates first. So within my group, 238 toners were sold in the month of July. That will equal 10,000 SV, right?
Yes.
How do I calculate this? Can you go 64.91 divided by 42?
1.5.
No. Sorry, 64.91 times 238.
148.
448 CSV. Right? So that'll be in my group. If I sold in the month 238 toners, 10,000 SV, 15,448 CSV. Right? Then so that'll be my building bonus, right? My first block will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't know what the average will be. Let's assume average is about 20%. Is that a fair average? So then you times 15,448 by 20%,
3,000.
right? 3,000. Building bonus. And just build. So imagine, let's assume that I'm a pretty good brand rep. And my upline, Milena, has, I don't know how many brand reps you might have. Let's assume that you've got 40, 50. I'm average. She's got 50, right? So then you times this CSV by 50. What's that? Whatever it is.
772 400.
772
400.
400. So times that by 5%.
38,620. 38,620.
38,620 is her leading bonus.
Only.
You know what I
The
mean?
leading bonus plus more.
What do
Plus
you
the commission. It's just only leading bonus.
mean? Yeah, just leading bonus.
Just leading.
So what I'm saying is the products have a SV attached to it. Every product has CSV. Even though our example was just a toner, your group is gonna be made up of many different products, different types of SV and CSV in there, which you don't need to worry about because our computer already calculates it. We've been doing this for many years. You don't need to worry about it. And if you look at your pay, if you calculate it on your SV, you always got paid. Why? Because CSV was behind the scenes converting the SV into your commissionable value that you were already paid on. This is not new. You're already paid on this.
But how much is the GB there?
Huh?
The GB.
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, 238
But
toners,
you're getting
10,000.
paid more because of the CSV. You're getting paid more
Yes.
because of the CSV.
Yes. But look at this. Average person, number of brand reps, 5%, all of a sudden becomes $38,000.
How many brand reps are
50. This example is 50.
examples? 50.
That's
Five.
50 making 10,000.
Yes.
Yes.
Some less, some more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So that's CSV.
That's
50 brand reps.
Alright. Let's see if there's any more questions. Oh, yeah, one more.
I heard last month in a policy, she mentioned this month, like the leading bonus, it was gonna be paid with this new plan. Is that correct?
Yes. So I think are you talking the additional?
Yes.
So we're gonna get into it now. We're gonna get into the second part of the workshop. We're gonna run through some important updates and we're gonna run through the incentives. Because you're right. You get the 5% leading bonus that can lead to something like 38. This is what big leaders all indicate. And like Caroline said, you can get another 5% if they're personally registered. So that's double. And for the next 5 months, like Marcel is saying, there's going to be another 5% on top for July. And then, so there will be 15% in July, 4% in August, 14% in August. But we're going to talk more about that, more in detail about that. Thanks everybody on Zoom. You guys can stay if you want. You can go, but we are kicking into the second part of the workshop. And to do that, I'm gonna ask our amazing Sam. Give it up for Sam, everybody.